Tonight on Denver7 News at 6.
I had no idea these guys were buying a bunch of guns, man.
Guns, drugs, and money at the Maven Hotel.
My room had no drugs in it whatsoever, not even a little bit.
I was there to drop off a pound of dope.
The state spends big to find 2 missing teens. A father says it's the government's fault they're gone in the first place.
Not saying they're bad people, but they sure blew it.
Boulder loses its second police officer in 4 months.
Mark Redwine is found guilty in the murder of his son.
Plus, we put Colorado's unemployment numbers in context.
And hitch a ride to the trail.
Parking's become a problem.
Good evening. Glad you're with us tonight. I'm Shannon Ogden.
I'm Ann Trujillo. 3 of the 4 people arrested at the Maven Hotel had thousands of dollars in cash, a cache of drugs, and a stockpile of firearms between them. Prosecutors say there is no evidence they had any designs on the All-Star game, although they do attribute several troubling quotes to suspect Ricardo Rodriguez.
Denver7's Gary Bro was in federal court today as the 3 appeared before a judge. Gary joins us to explain, Gary, how these 3 men fit together.
Hey, good evening, Shannon and Ann. All 3 men were moved into federal custody earlier today. They also, like you said, went before a federal judge this afternoon. All 3 facing a federal charge of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person that carries a max of 10 years in prison. New images surfacing of guns seized from the Maven Hotel last week. Unsealed court documents showing the weapons, including one picture of Ricardo Rodriguez holding a gun. Those documents also say suspect Richard Platt gave the pictures to investigators. The documents also include Ricardo Rodriguez was arrested with 3 guns in his room. 8 guns were found in Richard Platt's room. The unsealed documents released on the same day. Platt, along with Ricardo and Gabriel Rodriguez, went before a federal judge. All 3 men facing a federal charge of possession of a firearm by a prohibited person. On top of that, Gabriel Rodriguez faces an additional federal charge of possession with intent to distribute methamphetamine.
I had nothing to do with this, ma'am. I don't even know what they were. I didn't even know there was that many guns up there, ma'am.
That was Gabriel Rodriguez speaking to Denver7 from the Denver jail on Monday before the U.S. attorney took over the case. Ricardo Rodriguez also spoke to Denver7 that day, maintaining he had no intentions of what police suspected could have been a mass shooting during All-Star festivities. In a statement sent to Denver7 on Friday, the U.S. Attorney's Office for the District of Colorado says, as previously noted by the Federal Bureau of Investigations, there is currently no evidence of any intent or plan to disrupt or commit violence by these defendants in connection with the MLB All-Star festivities. Documents show Platt told investigators Ricardo Rodriguez had mentioned going to Mexico and shooting people, and had also talked about killing people and putting people down. Today was a preliminary hearing, meaning we are in the very early stages. Those 3 men are due back in court here in a federal courtroom next week. Reporting live here in Denver, I'm Gary Brode for Denver7.
Thank you, Gary. Rockies manager Bud Black and several others have been removed from the dugout tonight because of COVID protocols. Pitcher Antonio Zentitella and outfielder Jonathan Daza are among the players now undergoing contact tracing. Now, it's unclear tonight if this is related to the outbreak involving Yankees player Aaron Judge, who was in Denver this week for the All-Star game.
The Idaho Springs police officer who tased an unarmed man has been fired. The department says Officer Nicholas Hanning did not identify himself as an officer while banging on 75-year-old Michael Clark's door. He also tased Clark after he began to comply with police. Hanning is now charged with 3rd-degree assault, and Clark is still recovering from a stroke he suffered after the assault.
An FBI report says the federal gun background check system should be improved to avoid situations like the one we saw involving Sol Pais. Pais was obsessed with the massacre at Columbine High School, and in 2019 she set off a panic after flying from Florida to Colorado and buying a shotgun at a Littleton gun store. Well, under federal laws, Florida's gun rules should have followed her to Colorado and prevented her from purchasing the gun. Pais later took her own life.
Mark Redwine has been found guilty of 2nd-degree murder and child abuse resulting in death in the 2012 killing of his son Dylan. The 13-year-old's remains were discovered near his father's home in 2013 and again in 2015. Mark Redwine was eventually arrested in 2017. 2nd-degree murder carries a maximum sentence of 48 years in prison, and the 49-year-old Redwine will be sentenced in October.
Boulder police are again mourning a loss tonight. Officer Ashley Harmon was killed in a fall Thursday while hiking in Rocky Mountain National Park. Her fellow officers drove to the site to drape her body in an American flag before she was taken to the coroner's office.
She moved here to be in Colorado. She thought it was the most beautiful state in the Union. She was active all the time. She worked hard. She loved this community. And I know that she was an Ironman athlete, which is incredible. She was tough as nails. She just had a bad injury to her hip. She recovered through that and kept staying active. And she loved being a police officer.
Harmon had been with that department for the last year and a half. She was only 35 years old.
A teenage boy and girl were shot overnight on the 16th Street Mall here in Denver. A third was injured in what police described as an altercation. All three are expected to be okay. And police have made an arrest in a murder outside an Aurora McDonald's. Investigators say Travion Simpson shot and killed 38-year-old Andrew Billinger in a parking lot on South Parker Road. Simpson had been on the run for a little more than 2 weeks.
Well, Colorado is paying a private detective $100 an hour to track down two missing teens.
The pair had been living at Ridgeview Youth Services Center in Watkins. When the state shut it down, they took off.
That was a month ago. And today, Denver7's Patrick Perez spoke with the father, desperate to see his son again, and he is sick of excuses.
I saw him way up the hill.
29 days and counting since Kevin Lash last knew of his 17-year-old son's whereabouts.
My guess is he is local, but I'm not 100% sure. I just don't know what to say.
Kevin says his son Joey ran away from Ridgeview Youth Services Center east of Aurora on June 17th. That's the same day he and everyone else learned the state was suddenly shutting down Ridgeview over safety concerns. Joey feared transfer to a more prison-like facility.
This is by far the facility that he did the best in. It really met his needs.
The Colorado Department of Human Services decided not to renew the contract for the facility's operator, Rite of Passage, or ROP. It cited, quotes, an unsatisfactory record of performance and integrity and confirmed reports of institutional abuse. ROP's executive director, Kent Moe, says they're in the process of appealing the state's decision.
I don't think that characterizes the situation well at all. We've offered many administrative remedies to the state to work collaboratively with us, and we're hopeful that they'll change their mind.
Kevin says his son was set to graduate high school this summer thanks to the work of the staff at Ridgeview.
They were doing an exceptional job. I mean, he was getting straight A's. His behavior was perfect.
He worries all of that hard work has been undone. While a state-funded private investigator works to find his son, he's written CDHS and several state leaders asking that they reinstate the contract with ROP. Kevin says he hasn't received much of a response.
I don't think that they're evil people, but this is a major foul. There's just no other way I can see it.
A spokesperson for CDHS says it's been more than responsive and there are no plans to reopen the facility at this time. Patrick Perez, Denver7.
Fewer storms this weekend, unfortunately, means more smoke and haze. Meteorologist Stacey Donaldson is monitoring our conditions. Stacey?
That's right. We have an air quality ozone action alert day in effect for tomorrow. Tonight, we're going to have moderately unhealthy air out there. And then for Saturday and Sunday, also unhealthy conditions as for the high ozone levels here across the Front Range, mixed with that smoke across the area as well. The good news is over the next 48 hours, the main plume of smoke coming down from the northwest is actually shifting a little bit into the central United States. So we're not right underneath it, but we will still have smoke coming into the Front Range and the Eastern Plains. So we're not going to be quite as bad as we've been the last few days, but still it will be smoky. Here's where we have that ozone action alert day in effect for tomorrow, and wildfire smoke also a factor, not only here, but up towards Steamboat as well. And we'll talk more about our weekend forecast and just how hot it's going to get coming up.
All right, Stacey, thank you for that. Colorado's unemployment rate held steady at 6.2% in June. And to better understand that number, you need to hear a couple more. 68.5% of our population is participating in the labor force, and that is just barely below the pre-pandemic rate of 68.7%. In other words, Colorado wants to work.
Colorado's relatively fast recovery in the participation rate is a driving factor in keeping the state's unemployment rate elevated compared to the rest of the nation. If the U.S. had a rate of recovery in the labor force participation rate similar to Colorado's, the national unemployment rate would increase from 5.9% to 8.1%.
At nearly 9%, Huerfano and Pueblo counties have the highest unemployment rates in the state. Baca County has the lowest at 2.8%. Denver is at 6.7%.
Eastbound I-70 will be closed from Brighton Boulevard to I-270 this weekend. Now, you can get around it by taking I-25 to 270. After that, you just get back on 70. And remember this for next week when CDOT closes the westbound lanes along that same stretch. Also expect delays if you're heading through Colorado Springs this weekend. Garden of the Gods Road is still closed from Tuesday's water main break. The road should reopen next week.
Can't find parking at the trail? Jeff Coe may have a solution.
This is literally the first time I've heard about it, but I would definitely take advantage of that.
Temperatures heating back up into the 90s again today here for the Front Range and eastern Colorado. But as we go into the weekend, I'll let you know how hot it's going to get.
And meet Mr. Cooper, newcomer to the Broncos, fixture back home.
I walk outside and I see the mob of kids, and it was definitely just a humbling and great experience.